Hello, strong people. Week 8, day 2 of OSG Mid-Atlantic Regional Prep. It's another deload day, deload week, so every day this week's a deload. For the most part. I don't know about Saturday. I'm sure it's kind of a deload in a way. But we're not there yet. So today is still a sandbag toss. That's as usual. I don't really think you need a deload for something like that. It's very, I would say, low stress. It doesn't really hurt the body too much. You can do sandbag toss, a few times a week and be fine. So that's pretty much what we do. So that's going to be as usual. Like the throw 2 bags, go get the 2, throw it back over until we hit 6. So over, run around, over, run back around, over. Same weight as usual. I think today, now it's kind of tough for me to do here because I can't get super close to the bar because I'll bash my head on the yoke as I've done before. And the bar also kind of leans a little bit to one side, so it's like you can get closer on this side, but on the opposite side, you're further away. It's annoying. Little mini things that make me mad, but does not change a whole lot. So, and then after that, I think it's 5 sets of 5 on deadlift. I think it's 30 seconds rest again, so I'll probably I think I am going to throw the suit on today, though. Just because I want to keep my positioning. I just feel like taking the suit off this close to show is going to mess it up a little bit. That could just be me overthinking it, but it's going to be very light, like 425 or something, so definitely overkill having the suit on, but it's more of a positioning mental thing for me than it is for specifically lifting the weight. Also, like getting my straps right. I always want to make sure my thumbs do not leave the bar because that is stated in the rules, and I do have an issue with that. As the weight gets heavier, I'll go from like this on the bar. I already have short thumbs, so like if I don't really have much distance there. So if that bar starts sliding out of the straps a little bit, or pulls on my hand more, obviously, because it's 660 pounds or whatever it's going to be on game day, I'm going to be mad if I get disallowed reps because my thumb comes off, but it's going to be my own fault. It's in the rules. So I need to do something to make sure that bar does not slide. And that's something I need to practice in training. What way can I twist the straps to make sure they don't pull on my hand to the point where they pull my thumb off the bar? Maybe I'll just go with the full-on, grab it like I should, like a bench bar or something, but I don't pull like that very much anymore, so it's a little bit different for me to do that. I did it on the day of at Olympic City Pro-Am back in March, and I don't think it really changed anything. But as far as lat positioning, it does change a little bit. So like this, I can it's hard for me to explain. So like I can kind of twist my lats a little bit this way. But whenever I grab the bar like this, I feel a little bit more over the bar. So it's kind of the difference of, inches probably. But it makes a difference to me, and it's kind of a mental thing that I need to work on. So I'll definitely be focusing on that today as well. After that, I don't think I have Dimmel deadlifts. Or it's going to be fairly light after that, so we'll see what we record. But let's just warm up for some sandbags and get this in because I don't know if it's going to rain or not. So let's make sure we get these in. All right, so bag toss done. I'm actually really happy with how that went. I just felt a little bit more explosive today. I felt like I had a better, the bag was like flicking out of my hands at the top. That's kind of the best way to describe it. It doesn't feel like it was just like, oh, I'm swinging and it's coming out of my hands. It was like, I feel like I'm putting force into it as I let go. It felt good. So in that last set that you saw, I'm probably my best set. Now I gotta be realistic at this event. Nah, no, I don't. I don't like being realistic. I like setting really high goals. So I would love all 6 bags. If I get all 6, I will be ecstatic, because this is honestly, this is probably the event that I have lost the most points on. It's been in 3 out of my last 4 shows, I think. Maybe. I'm trying to think. Regionals last year. Regionals this year. Nationals. Yeah, I think 3 out of my last 4. It wasn't at the Pro-Am. I think 3 out of my last 4, and I don't think I've come better than middle of the pack in any of those. Probably more so at the bottom. Definitely at the bottom at regionals both times. Probably middle of the pack more at nationals, maybe. Maybe. So I've definitely lost. I've probably lost. I definitely would say I lost an Arnold bid at nationals last year because of it. That or the stone. If I would have done slightly better on either one, I think I would have had an Arnold invite. But coulda, woulda, shoulda, whatever it is. I just need to get better at it for the next competition, which is obviously September 7th and 8th. So that's really all there is to it. And I feel like I'm doing that. I'll be very happy. So I believe it's 40, 40, 45, 45, 50, 55. I honestly feel like I am capable of the 50. I'm not going to say I'm incapable of the 55, but I think 50, a quick 50-pound bag is going to be decent. I really don't know. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of guys in the class, a lot of points to win or lose in each event. And I can't afford to drop points like that in this. I just can't. So, yeah, the big thing, well, that was a nice stutter and a half. I feel consistent with them. Some days I feel better, but they don't ever really seem to feel bad. So that is a huge win for me. I think feeling consistent is a step to progressing. So if you have a different form, let's say you're deadlifting, you have a different form like every week, there's no consistency, you're not going to build strength that way. Or even you're not going to build, what do you even want to call it? Familiarity, I guess. If you're trying a new technique every week, you're not going to find a good one. You got to stick to something for a little while, see if it works, and then progress. If you found it, awesome. But if you're messing around doing different stuff every week, then you're not going to get anywhere doing that. If you've been in the game long enough, you can kind of get away with doing that because you already have the strength built up to kind of play with it around, and you know what feels good and what doesn't feel good. So, that's not like a one-size-fits-all saying. Mostly that's probably more beginner thing. So, find something, be consistent with it, and then get strong, and then you can mess around a little bit. But I don't know where I was going with all that. Either way, I got a deadlift now, so I am going to throw a suit on for this. Probably not a belt, just because getting into position itself is going to take a little while if I do that, and I just don't want to do that. I at least want to get the I don't know. We'll see. You'll see here in like half a second. Alright, so I don't usually wear shorts during deadlifts, at least when I'm in a suit, but I forgot to wear my like my compression shorts or leggings or whatever, so my legs were sticking to the bar like crazy. So rather than just douse everything in baby powder after every single rep, I'm just gonna wear the shorts, hopefully get some sliding. I gotta go off camera and fix something real quick. Hopefully that's better. All right, 30 seconds rest. It's probably already been a minute, but I need to play around with my straps too. See what I like best. No, I can't. This suit ain't fitting right. I gotta fix something. Oh, God. Pause, pause, pause. All right. So, we're gonna try that again. That could have been dangerous if I would have kept going. The guys will understand. The suit fits very tight. And sometimes things aren't positioned properly that could cause some uncomfortableness and pain. And that's pretty much what was happening. So I've pretty much ruined this, what was supposed to be 5 sets of 5 with less than 30 seconds rest. But that was a must. I had to stop. So I'm really trying to think what the best way to just do this is. I just don't know. I also threw a belt on to kind of keep the suit in place. It was kind of sliding a little bit. Was that 5? God, I don't know anything anymore. Positioning does feel a little weird. It could be because the weight is lighter. But I also kind of want to get adjusted to the internal pressure that builds up as you go on these. So working reps in a suit sucks. Oh, God. It's pushing all the air out of me. It's definitely, and I don't even wear a tight suit. I keep this thing loose. The belt is tight. That's just how it goes. However, I strapped in last time there. I like that. Yeah. Wearing a suit almost makes this harder. Like the weight is easy, but wow, it's definitely catching your breath and the pressure. The suit does feel tight today, bloated. Probably smart to do that in between sets. I do feel my hip a little bit, probably because I did Husafel on a Saturday. Wow, this is not fun today. It was a good thing it's a deload week. My lower back is so angry. I did one set already. How many did I do just now? 3? Oh, I'm done then. I did one set, started the second one. I came back and finished it off camera and then did those 3 right there. Nice. Thank God. All right, well, it's kind of really all there is tonight. There's a little bit more, like some core work, but it's just not entertaining to me, and I just want to get it done. So, video has kind of been lackluster this week, maybe last week too. I'm just focused on training right now. I do want to get better at these though, these videos. Maybe I'll get some better thumbnails or nothing too flashy, like nothing that's not me. Just stuff that I like. But like, honestly, a cool intro would be pretty nice. I know I've said before I just want to do like these videos my way, and this is me. Like the actual video is going to be me just training, being realistic, talking to the camera every now and then, doing some lifting. But I think a cool thumbnail would look cool. I have to get some like, I don't know. Anybody that watches this knows like a good like way to edit thumbnails to make some cool ones. Nothing like super extravagant, because I'm not, you know, not that I could learn how to make really cool ones, but you know, I get the time thing too. I don't have forever to be sitting there working on, you know, one video thumbnail. I would need to get some better videos for a little intro clip as well, just because a lot of my stuff is kind of gritty quality. I have some cool stuff here and there, but yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look around and play with some stuff. So, not really much else I got to say about this video. I got distracted there at the end of my that last set on whatever those were, RDLs. Someone pulled into down my driveway and then stopped halfway, backed into my concrete pad and turned around and drove away. And I just kind of stared. Like, what are you doing? Like, you could have just gone down there and turned around. There's a whole area down there in front of the storage containers to turn around at. I don't know why you use my driveway, my concrete pad, I will say, like in my yard. Not that it's a huge deal, I guess, but like, come on. I know some people get really irritated about people driving, turn around in their driveway. Like, they'll put signs up and stuff about it. I guess, like, it's a liability thing, I guess, maybe. I don't know, but let's get back to talking about lifting. So, I think it was a bit of a mistake to wear the suit for those lifts, the deadlift session there. It was stopping my blood flow. You wear that suit for too long, and even though it's not a super tight suit, when you're back to back to back like that, you're building up all this pressure, and just kind of getting a pump everywhere, full body, it feels like, in deadlift. And having that belt on, having the suit on, not taking the straps down in between every set, it just felt like it was compounding each set there, even though it wasn't heavy. And I definitely felt it in my low back, which I normally do not feel wearing the suit. So that tells me the hip/right low back area is a little bit funky right now. So I'll have to try to pop that or get the massage gun on it and get some work to it, because I can't afford that. An injury like that, not an injury, but like an uncomfortable feeling like that is kind of debilitating when it comes to the strongman, because you're leaned over picking up a lot of stuff. Like in this show alone, I got to lean over to pick up a log, got to lean over to pick up a circus dumbbell, got to clean the axle, so I'm leaning over for that. The deadlift, I'm in that position. The frame, I got to pick the frame. Sandbag steeplechase, I got to pick the bag 4 times from the floor, so I'm even more leaned over in that position. Sandbag toss, you're in that position, but it's not the same. Husafel, you're leaned over. So literally every single event in this show, I have to lean over and pick something up off the ground. And your hips are involved hugely in a movement like that, because you got to pick with your glutes, you got to triple extend in a way, and then squeeze with your glutes / low back, hip area. It's used in all of those movements. So it's one of those areas of the body that you can't really afford to be not 100% in. Not that you're ever really 100%, but that one specific area like that, you need it to be as good as possible. The posterior chain is the most important thing in strongman, in my opinion. And I think other people probably agree with that, but if they don't, that's fine. But you can't afford to have a weak posterior chain or an injured posterior chain in strongman. You just won't compete that well. So that's pretty much what I'm going to call the video. I got some pulled pork in there that I'm going to go make probably about 16 sandwiches with. Not that many, but maybe a quarter of that. We'll see. I definitely didn't eat enough today, and I felt it a little bit, even though it was super light. But that could just be me being pretty much drained and in need of the deload week. So I'm going to call the video here before it gets too long. So go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.